This is Shorty's setup before, and this is after. But wait, before I show you too much, let's talk about one thing. Why?
I met a guy and we had been dating for about a year. He asked me to move in with him. I was like super down, you know, because I'm like, oh, cheap rent and I get to live in the city, it's nice. Then things got a little toxic, definitely not in the greatest of ways, and ended up breaking up. So I was living with him as we had broken up. I was just, to say miserable, I think that would be a really, really good word for it, because it was horrible. Just like seeing the person that you care about, but you guys aren't together anymore, but you live together. Yeah, one of the hardest things I think I've ever done.
And she knew she had to get out. So she packed up all of her things and took a massive risk to move across the country from Missouri to Texas.
One of my friends was like, he's doing a content house, and I think if you're willing to put the work in, he'd have you. So I was like, you know, this is like a one in a lifetime chance. I have nothing else to lose. Yeah, I called Carrie at like 3 in the morning, bawling my eyes out, saying I have nowhere to go, and like if he had a spot, I'm willing to work and do everything that he needs for a content creator. And he was like, how soon can you move? I was like, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Give me just a few days to get shit together. Yeah. He was like, okay.
Now that you know why, let's talk about how.
How did you let your setup get this bad?
Okay, for real, okay. Now I did my absolute best to make sure it looks decent.
This is your absolute best?
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
Me and Nico, we gotta get a bunch of our chores for Shorty's setup. We need 3 hour chores. They're gonna be all white. The extra legs that we need as well. And I think that's it. Yes. All right. Okay. So what we're doing is, since we're at Micro Center, we're also surprising Shorty with a brand new GPU, since her GPU right now is a 2060, and so it's kind of old, and she's a streamer, like she needs more frames and stuff like that. So when we rebuild her PC, I think I'm gonna go with a 37. She knows that we're upgrading her setup, but she doesn't know that we're upgrading it this much. Yeah, it's all gonna be a surprise, so it's gonna be awesome for the reaction. Let's get it.
Aiden kicked me out the house. Not really sure what the heck's going on at the moment, but
it's okay because he sent us on a girls' day trip. So we're gonna spend his money.
So we have a few problems. So I found calculating the room. We thought we were going to be putting it in a different spot of the room, so we thought the other countertop would fit. Now after putting the countertop in and testing it, it didn't work. So we're going to reuse the other part of her desk to have a little bit of a section come out, so she'll be able to put her PC here instead. Yeah, it's coming along so good so far, so let's run it. I'm really excited for this.
Okay, so we got kicked out of undisclosed makeup floor,
and there, but it's okay.
But we spent a bag. Oh, wait, I showed the thing. Block it out. What do you think they're doing right now?
Who knows? Honestly, I heard drilling noises and I'm a little nervous.
I heard Aiden brought like a sanding, like wood sander, like in his suitcase.
So up next, since we got all the monitors and her cables plugged into the camera, we got the XLR cable that I bought her in pink to match her pink wood and aesthetic. And then we also got her Go XLR here, which we do have a stand for that will match her setup, and we'll clean her Go XLR. It looks a little dusty, but we'll clean all that. And then, yeah, let's run it.
As I unbox this mousepad, I want to talk about the sponsor of this video, you guys. If you guys didn't know, I run a mousepad business called GutzyAiden.com. The sales from the last few months is how I afforded to build Shorty's gaming setup, so a huge thank you to you guys. So just know that every purchase you make from my store is going to help projects like this in the future. And that, I thank you so much. Now back to the video.
So we actually just bought this. I think it'll look really nice somewhere at my new setup. So, and it flips. He could be Angie.
So about after, I think it's been 3 hours of troubleshooting, we realized that Shorty Pie's PC is pretty much annoying because the motherboard she has is a Z390, and since we bought the hide case, the only way to connect the GPU is through a riser cable, and the riser cable is only 4.0. And no matter what GPU we tried, we can't switch it in the BIOS because her motherboard is too old. So this put us in a really big setback. I've troubleshooted for the past 3 hours now, and it really set me back on the setup progress. So our setup progress is now delayed even more. And but don't worry, we will fix this and figure it out. I think we'll be ending up rebuilding the PC tomorrow. Behind this door is Shorty's new setup. Now we're gonna show her and reveal it, and you guys are gonna see. Are you ready to see your setup?
I'm beyond ready,
Okay,
dude.
let's go check it out. All right, I'm gonna turn you toward the setup, and then, ready? 3, 2, 1, open them.
Oh my, the shelf is up.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's so aesthetic. Mine's more aesthetic than yours. Oh my god, wait. I'm gonna fucking cry. Holy shit.
Oh, the Go Show.
Oh yeah.
He's chilling, everything.
I'm gonna fucking cry. Holy shit. This looks awesome. And everything matches.
We did full-blown new keyboard.
Airheads.
Yeah, I got you the airhead from the mousepad. Obviously from our brand, GutzyAiden.com.
This is
which,
insane, dude.
yeah, it's to match the whole aesthetic.
It's so light, actually. It's lighter than the other super light that I have.
Yep, and then, yeah, I mean, this is it. What do you think?
I'm like a little bit overwhelmed. Thank you so much, genuinely.
Of course,
I
it looks
appreciate
awesome.
it.
So,
No, genuinely, thank you.
If you
Shout
guys
out.
enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a comment. Let us know who you want to see.
Next.
If you enjoyed that video, watch this one next. And don't forget to follow the Twitch down below. See you there.